What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back, and we're dialed in with 2 NFL picks for Monday Night Football. But that's not all. I've also got some leans to go through with you, so buckle up. I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. So, before we dive in, let's do a quick little recap on Thursday Night Football. We went 1-1 with Bijan Robinson over 37.5 receiving yards. Pretty much a sweat-free cash. Smashed it with ease. Pretty sure he cashed in the third quarter, so very good read. And then we also had Baker Mayfield over 18.5 rushing yards. That one was a bad read for me, guys. My bad. Didn't look like he'd be running as soon as the game started. Anyway, that's it for the recap. Let's get into these picks. So, for the first pick, I am looking at Devon A-Chain over 79.5 rushing yards, and here is why. The Steelers are allowing the 9th most rushing yards, and A-Chain has been a beast. In his last 5 games, he has gone over this line in 4 out of 5 times with an average of 117.4 rushing yards. This definitely feels like a buy high spot, but I'm loving the matchup. Steelers play man defense at the 7th highest rate, and A-Chain is averaging 7.21 yards per carry. Also, recent RB1s have been smashing the Steelers, with Henry going for 94, Cook 144, Brown for 99, and Vidal for 95. So all signs point for the over for A-Chain tonight. So that's pick number 1. And for pick number 2, I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers over 20.5 pass completions, and here is why. The matchup is alright, it's not the best, but this is a must-win game for the Steelers to lock in a playoff contention, so expect a half pass-heavy script. Recent QBs have crushed their lines, with Show for 26, Mariota for 20, and Allen for 28 completions. I do rate Rodgers higher than these guys. He should sail over 20.5 with no problem. If he can't get 20.5 pass completions, I would look at his passing yards as well. So Aaron Rodgers over 20.5 pass completions is play number 2. That's pretty much it for the picks that I'm liking. So let's go through some leans. So let's look at the quarterbacks to start with. Yes, I've talked about Aaron Rodgers, and yes, I do like his passing yards since I do like his pass completions as well. So you could take either, but there's a little bit of worry with the passing yards, and I'll explain why in a sec. But a lean of mine that I like is Tua to go under 28.5 pass attempts. Tua's only gone over him once in the last 5 games, so he has been pretty quiet as of late. I'm expecting a rush-heavy script today to control the clock and to limit Rodgers' impact. Expecting A-Chain to do a lot of damage. That's why I like his rushing yards, and that's also why I like Tua's under pass attempts. Yes, it is a pretty soft matchup for Tua today, but I just don't see him passing as much as everyone's going to think. And also with a low game total, I definitely don't see that ball traveling far. And A-Chain jumping on the ball and doing a lot of his rushing work. And then let's look at the rushing for the Steelers. I don't see there much being a rush impact for them today. Like I was saying before, the passing game is going to be huge for the Steelers today. So I would stay away from any of those 2 guys, from Warren and from Gainwell. Now let's look at the receiving yards for both teams. So I was looking at Jalen Waddle for over his receiving yards, but that's why I went with Tua instead. If Tua does pass, it's going to go to Waddle, so obviously his receiving yards is going to be obviously the lean over regardless, but does have a decent matchup today, but then again comes back down to Tua and his passing game, and I don't think he's going to pass a lot. So, actually, I would lean Waddle under, but again, one of those ones you wouldn't take at all. Now let's look at the Steelers. This is actually a stronger lean of mine. I like Darnell Washington over 2.5 receptions. His overall in his last few weeks doesn't look good. However, that's because he only played 29% in his last game. So I would sort of take that out. However, at home, he does very, very good. He's over this line in 4 out of the last 6 games with an average of 2.7 pass receptions. Also, the Dolphins allow the 5th most receptions to opposing tight ends. And also, recent tight end ones have been going over their line, with Taylor going for 5, Johnson going for 5, Ertz going for 4, and Knox going for 3. So, this one is a stronger lean. But then again, it just depends on how Rodgers likes to play. He might just target Metcalf and also target his right backs a lot more. And also, Freeman might play a lot more minutes here as well and get a lot of receptions. But definitely a stronger lean if Washington can go back to his like 79%, 71% on the field types of games. So that's pretty much it for the leans as well. If you're digging these breakdowns, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who gets to the end of these videos. It means a lot. Definitely helps with YouTube's algorithm to get this video out to a lot more people like you. And if you've made it this far, just drop a comment. What is your favorite play of the day? And that's it. Stay safe. Good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.